The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate, how do you win your real estate deal if you're selling a property? If you're an agent, how do you win that listing? That's how you make money. We're going to talk about all of that just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. Your debt does not have to control your life. You have the power to potentially lower or even eliminate your debt. I'm attorney Justin Clark. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your financial life. Welcome to You Have Real Estate with me, attorney Justin Clark. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, seasoned investor, or even looking to sell your home, this next 30 minutes is designed just for you. Think of it like hitting multiple open houses, all from your living room, with my attorney advice throughout the way. Any questions whatsoever during the program, the phone number will be right here the entire time. 407-205-0400. Very excited about this show today. You can see it's a little bit of a special one. You will not want to miss a single minute. But first, the opening statement. I get questions a lot from realtors, but also from people looking to list their home. When you're looking to list your home, the question you ask me is, Justin, how do I choose the right agent or broker to list my house? It's a good question. You're selling your biggest asset. You want to make that decision wisely. But also, a lot of real estate agents, realtors watch the show, and they always ask me, Justin, like, how do I win that listing? How do you win the listing? Wonderful question, and questions that we will answer by asking real questions. Every weekend here on the program, we ask real questions to the truly trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. Very excited to kick it off today with return visitors. To my left, your right, the CEO of the Orlando Regional Realtor Association, ORRA. It's Cliff Long. What's up, buddy?
Man, what's up? It is awesome to be here today.
We're glad to have you. And the only person more excited than me to have you here is the man to my right, the president of You Have Mortgage Dallas, Lehman. Dallas, how are you, buddy?
Great to be here. Thanks, Justin.
So it's all about winning, and obviously you're wearing your jerseys of your favorite schools here. This one's done a little more winning, no offense, but I'm from the University of Tennessee, than your team.
Go Vols.
And let's talk about that. And Cliff, let me start with you. When you talk about realtors, right? Mm-hmm. You have the best organization for realtors in the area, really in the nation, I think, when it comes to ORRA. But winning listings, very important for realtors to win the listing. That's how they're going to make money. How do they separate themselves to win that listing?
Well, first, you've got to know what you're talking about. At the association, we try to make sure that we provide the education that our members need to make them experts in their field. But if you truly want to convince a client, you truly want to convince that consumer, the buyer, the seller, that you're the person, you've got to have the credentials. You've also got to have a pedigree. You've got to be able to show them a body of work. You've got to be able to show them that you have the necessary tools to help them move that property or buy that property. We try to keep them and equip them at the association, but you have to be able to differentiate your school from the other school. You've got to be able to differentiate yourself from the other person, because today consumers have choices. And so because the consumers have so many choices, you've got to be able to make the difference and show the difference in the very beginning.
Yeah, and Dallas, when you talk about the person actually selling the home, they want to win that deal as well. And I think that part of winning the deal is accepting the right offer. How does the mortgage, when someone writes an offer, how does who they're getting their mortgage from really affect me as the seller of a house?
Well, it's very important. The very first step is for everybody is they must get that pre-approval letter. Before they can go anywhere, they have to get that pre-approval letter. So it's always nice that the realtor does all the legwork. They get them excited. They get them out there to find their dream home. They do an outstanding job. But before they can go there, you have to find a lender, a mortgage broker, a person that you're comfortable with. But more importantly, they have to react to your needs very quickly. They have to get that pre-approval letter for you so you don't lose that home. Rates are a little volatile right now, okay? They've been going up. homes. The inventory out there is a little low. So it's crucial that that relationship you have with your mortgage broker or lender is working just as fast for you to make that happen quickly in this market.
Yeah, and you want to win that deal. Again, you're selling your
Absolutely.
biggest asset. This is the biggest asset you have, likely. You want to win that deal, and I think choosing the right agent to help you through that process is a very important part of it. And Cliff, a lot of people now are saying, well, Justin, I don't even need a realtor to sell my house. I can just throw it up on the market, little sign in the yard, and do a for sale by owner, FSBO. I don't like that route at all. What do you tell people when they say they want to do it by themselves?
Well, first you've got to find out what's important to them. I know that and you have to convince them that you're about to make the mistake. Go look at the stats, look at the numbers. If you look at a for sale by owner, that house is going to sell between 10 and 15% less than had you used a realtor for that transaction. Now, what does that mean? Don't be cheap. When you look at it from the winning philosophy, the championship winning philosophy, are you really going to sacrifice 10 to 15% when you're only going to pay a selling agent 6%?
Right.
So are you going to let 6% cause you to go into an 8% deficit? No. Go ahead and use a realtor. They'll eat up that 6% that you pay the selling agent and sell that house for 10 to 15% more because you used a realtor.
It makes all the sense.
Exactly right.
And there's a lot of protection in having an agent. Doing it by yourself can be very scary and can also breed lawsuits against you down the road if you don't disclose things properly, try to hide things. I think the agent really helps you through that process as well to make sure you don't get sued post-transaction. There's nothing worse than selling your house, getting that nice check at the title company, depositing the money, then you get hit with a lawsuit after. That's not fun. Trust me, I've seen a lot of those cases come through. All right, so it is bowl season. All right, University of Tennessee, they dominated us this year like always. We won the first half against Alabama, but the second half was totally different. Tennessee actually is playing in Orlando in the, I'm going to get in trouble now because I forgot what the...
Is it the Pop-Tart Bowl or the Cheez-It Bowl?
The Cheez-It Now
I think
Bowl,
it's
yeah.
Cheez-It. I think you're right.
It's the one that used to be the Citrus Bowl, because
That's the
Steve
Cheez-It
Spurrier
Bowl.
always said you can't spell citrus without UT.
Right.
Because we were always at the Citrus Bowl. Playing against Iowa, probably ended in a 3-3 tie because Iowa is very slow moving. What do you think? Who do we take, Tennessee or Iowa?
I got Tennessee all day.
All right, thank
Tennessee
you.
by 14.
Okay, I like
Go
it.
Vols. Love the Vols. I'd say 17 to 20. So they're going to take care of Iowa. That's going to be a great game.
Now, the University of Miami, who do we have?
Well, we have Rutgers. We're
Okay.
playing in the Pinstripe Bowl in New York.
All right.
Needless to say, I think we're going to win. I feel very confident about that game. I think Mario is making a lot of progress or starting to move up in his second year. We may return to the heights of an Alabama program that is the elite program, which all are measured against. And, in this bowl season, we like to always go with the best. Working with Cliff, obviously, the CEO of ORRA. You can't get any better when they're working with this gentleman.
That's right.
But I think it's going to be a great bowl season.
I got Miami by 21.
Oh, wow.
I think it's going to be great to play Rutgers. It'll be a great tune-up game. I think for Miami, it's just going to be a recruiting Disney. They're going to get up there, and the recruits will get their first taste of the U.
Yeah.
And seeing the program, and more players will come from New Jersey down to South Florida than they ever imagined.
I like it. I'll take Miami as well. Now, Alabama, of course, we're hopeful has 2 more games. You play the first at the Rose Bowl against Michigan. What's going? Are you going to make that trip?
I am going to.
You're gonna make the
be
trip,
in
all
the
right.
house. I've
On
already
the
got
sidelines, right?
I've got my plane ticket purchased, and I'm going to be on the 40-yard line.
Nice.
I've got row 25, 40-yard line. You will see Cliff Long there watching my beloved Alabama Crimson Tide play against Big Blue.
Get the win against the Big Ten.
Roll Tide.
Roll
Now,
Tide.
this helmet, these are real helmets, by the way. I know you can't feel them. These are the real deals. This one has a special meaning. Tell me how you got this.
So this helmet was sent to me as a gift. This is the actual game day helmet from Alabama's last national championship. When you see the networks, and I won't mention networks because I don't want to make anything pop up on
Thank
the
you.
sensors, but when you see the networks and they're putting the helmets head to head of the 2 teams playing, this is the actual helmet from the set. And immediately after the game, the helmet was packaged up and sent to me as a gift from that network. 1 or 2 of those hosts actually reside here in Orlando. And so this is the actual game day helmet. It has number 17 on it. The significance of that was at that time, Alabama had won 17 national championships, hence the jersey number 17. They actually won that day. And now all the Alabama helmets have number 18 on them, and I have to purchase the number 18. So this helmet is very significant to me. It's a keepsake. It's the actual real deal. It's the actual from the Alabama locker room, and I love it. It sits on my desk at ORRA.
I love it too. What do you guys think about the NIL? And let me tell you how I feel about it first. So I think that NIL is perfectly fine, but I thought it was cool when an athlete would, maybe they like Popeye's chicken, or maybe they liked some other business and they were actually supporting that business, like doing advertising. I thought that was actually super cool. Now it just seems like it's all put in a pot and it doesn't feel the same to me. I liked it when athletes were able to really pimp out a business. Now it's kind of weird. What do you think, Doc?
Well, the NIL money is a good thing. I've long advocated down at the University of Miami that players should be compensated.
Well, they have always been compensated.
Well,
In Miami.
Well, steady. But anyway, well said. Anyway,
Sorry.
but the long story short is every player should, in my estimation, with my opinion, should be compensated monetarily for what they do. Yes, they get an education for free, but they deserve some of the spoils of that victory. Now, I still think it's the Wild West. They haven't tamed it yet to contracts or something that might protect both sides, the university and the player. I think we'll get there, but we're still in the early stages of that.
Yeah, got it. What do you think, Cliff?
Mixed feelings.
Yeah.
I was not a huge supporter of NIL. I'm a supporter of the reasoning behind it. I do think that if a young man or woman comes to college, they give 4 years of their life, and then after that, they're physically incapable of functioning, and the sport's taking such a toll on them, and they have nothing to show for it. That's where it starts to make sense to me. However, on the contrary, I think that now that they are compensated for their name, image, and likeness, we need to stop calling them amateur athletes.
Yeah.
They're now professionals. Because the designation of the amateur was they did not get paid for what they do. Professionals get paid for what they do. Professional realtors and mortgage lenders get paid for what they do. And now that the players are compensated, I think we need to start looking at them through a different lens, and it'll help us to understand NIL more. Because, see, we're still trying to look at paid athletes through an amateur lens. And we need to stop that. And if you start to look at paid athletes through a paid professional lens, they're now professionals. There's some college players that make more than the lowest paid NFL players.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good point.
So they're no longer amateur athletes.
Absolutely. I think that maybe it'll work itself out. So my dad used to tell me, life has a way of working itself out. You got to kind of trust the process a little bit. Now, he said that as he was leaving me and my two little brothers and moving to Florida when we were in Tennessee after my parents broke up. But still, life worked itself out for sure. Cliff, it's always a pleasure to see you, man. If you're an agent, there's no reason why you will not join the Orlando Regional Realtor Association. I think that it is one of the best, if not the best association, not in Florida, not in Central Florida. I'm talking about in the United States. What you guys do over there is incredible. The support you provide to your realtors is really unmatched. Keep up the great work, man.
Justin, I appreciate you.
Always my pleasure to see
listen, guys out there, you've got the very best here with you today. You've got Justin, you've got Dallas. I fully endorse what they do. They're great supporters of the Orlando Regional Realtor Association. They support everything we do. Top-notch people. We love them at ORRA. They teach at ORRA. They participate at ORRA. They come to ORRA events. It is an absolute pleasure to be here today supporting them the way they support ORRA.
Thank you, buddy. Dallas, always a pleasure to see you. I will see you on the pickleball court this Sunday.
Sure will be, absolutely. Go Vols.
Here's what we'll do, a very quick break as You Have Real Estate continues. I am so incredibly thankful to my friends at Old Ash for hooking me up with my Duquesne air conditioning unit. My house was muggy. Just as soon as I walked in, I felt hot and sweaty, which was weird because the temperatures actually cooled off as soon as they installed that Duquesne. Everything changed immediately. But here is the kicker for me. The year's almost over. I've got to pay taxes next year. We had a decent year. What I did not realize is with my new Duquesne air conditioning unit, I get a tax credit for that. It's amazing, actually. So here's how it works, really. This new unit is saving me money every month. Number one, my electricity bill has gone down significantly, and now I'm saving money on taxes as well. I love the new Duquesne. It's really been a life changer for my house. And look, I bought my new house, 2 months ago now? The last thing I wanted was to go in there and have to spend a lot of money. The competitive pricing and the quality of Duquesne has been awesome for me and my family. I have a QR code on the screen right now for you. It'll tell you all that you need to know, but I was so shocked when I read about these tax savings. Do something now, and you can save money on your taxes next year. Literally, you're gonna save money because you bought this unit. So not only are you saving money on your electricity bill, which have been skyrocketing for everyone, You're saving money on your taxes as well. Thank you, Old Ash, for connecting me with Duquesne. It's been amazing. Welcome back to the show. We continue talking about you selling your house. How do you win that deal? But also to you agents out there, we talk about how do you win the listing. I have not seen anyone win deals and listings any more than my good buddy Jason Seda with LPT. Jason, welcome back. How are you?
Buddy, doing all right, man. How you doing?
Good, great. Let's talk about the people out there now who are selling their home. This is obviously a huge transaction for them. They're selling their biggest asset. We want them to win the deal. What are some things that they need to be on the lookout to win that deal as a seller?
So, you know, I mean, as you can see, things slowed down because of the high interest rates. A lot of people are scared to jump into the waters, they say, right? Right now, it's just being, you know, if you want to get rid of your property, just be competitive on the pricing right now, you know? And if you have a loan, that's assumable. Look, a lot of people are holding mortgages right now, 3%.
Really?
And that's a great incentive. A lot of buyers are looking for something like that, you know, VA loans especially. So, you know, I would recommend to just, you know, sit tight and wait till January, February. You know, the feds are going to be dropping the interest rates anyway. So
that's what I hear.
A flow of buyers coming through Florida once again.
You have a lot of deals in the pipeline now. A lot of agents out there maybe don't have as many deals. How do they win that listing? What do you do? You
know, it's presentation. You know, look, we have a lot of realtors out here, you know, and everybody's got the personality and the different things. But it's how many tools? You know, it's like when you're a chef, you know, you want to go work at the best restaurant with all the tools, you know, and LPT Realty has been that for us. You know, I go in, we have these packages that we set up for them. You know, we advertise on the radio as well as TV, as you can see. So, you know, I recommend them to just have a full presentation, the comparables. How long does it take for a property to sell in that neighborhood? You know, that way they have the expectations, you know, pricing, make sure you're priced correctly, you know, and, you know, obviously the commission's always, you know, always a big thing, but you know, for myself, I've been charging 4%. I'm very fair, and if I sell it myself, 2.5%. So be fair, you know, and that's just me. You know, it doesn't have to be that, but
I have an obsession, I think, with these lagoon properties now that I've seen popping up. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't love swimming in the ocean because of sharks and jellyfish and things.
I'm with you on that one.
But these lagoons, it's way more than a pool, and you have one here for sale in Wamuma,
yeah.
Wamuma. I practiced that
That's
before.
okay, man. It took me a little bit to get it. Yeah.
Tell me about 5144 Flowing Oar Road.
You know, beautiful little town. This one's in the Forest Brook development area. It's South Bay Shore. It's a 4.5, beautiful single-story house, about a little over 2,000 square feet. It is walking distance from a 5-acre lagoon that they built there. And it's just practically a water park. I mean, you just can't beat that. There's been quite a bit of lagoons I've seen popping up all throughout Florida now, so this is the new thing.
I don't know how I'd ever go to work if I had a lagoon in my backyard.
Let alone walking distance. This house is literally walking distance to it. It's gorgeous.
Unbelievable.
You know?
It looks like
completely
a great place for a party too. There's like a whole new party room, and you never have to leave. I mean, everything you need is right there.
They have a restaurant there with a bar as well, so it's pretty interesting.
It's pretty amazing. If you'd like to see this property right now, Jason will show it to you this weekend. 407-205-0400. And then over in Eustis, a city I know well. What's that all about?
So you know me, I always try to bring in the commercial deals.
Of course, I like it.
Yeah, this is right off of Orange Ave. It's about 13.82 acres on Lake Willie, which has about 900 feet of waterfront. Ooh. So city's already approved plans of 132 units. You can go mixed use on this. So calling all you developers out there, I know you're watching this. We might have some good deals here because you can do mixed use, about 10,500 square feet of commercial on the first floor.
And Eustis is blowing up. I owned property over there recently. Eustis is going crazy. I love Lake County. I really do. But you said earlier that the market has slowed a little bit. I'm hearing mixed signals on that. What are you seeing down in the trenches?
So, you know, there's still a lot of properties that are holding right now. And like I said, you know, a lot of people still scared to get that 7%. But look, you know, FHA right now is at 5.9%. Things are starting to move again. You know, I'm back in properties that are under contract that I've had listed for well over 60 days right now.
Wow.
You know, which is unheard of. A couple of years ago, they were gone in 24 hours.
Slowing down is not necessarily a bad thing either. I mean, it's, you know, helping buyers a little bit, but I certainly don't think there's a crash ahead at all.
No, you know, okay, maybe in other states, but Florida, I mean, this is still the #1 state. Everybody's moving here. You know, so I'm hoping not to see prices like Los Angeles.
Yeah, same.
But in the next 5 years, who knows what's to show? You know, we might have that here.
Always a fantastic guest, Jason. A pleasure working with you on deals outside of here too. Great to see you, brother.
Yes, sir. Same to you, buddy.
We will play golf soon.
Yes, we
Dallas
will.
keeps threatening and he
Let's
hasn't
just
put
go.
it together yet.
We got to get on Dallas now.
Questions for Jason. The phone number is on the screen. Here's what we will do, a very quick break. When we return, more properties that are for sale on this market right now as You Have Real Estate continues. Do I ever have a very special gift for you today? Compliments our good friends over at Universal Roof and Contracting. 15% off your roofing job. The roof is the most important part of your house. No doubt about it. Welcome my good friends as always, Justin and Corey. Hi, how are you today?
Good, man, good. Thank you.
The roof is the most important part of the house, but sometimes deciding who your roofing company is going to be is the most important decision as well. Culture is everything. When determining who's going to do your roofing job, Universal, the culture over there blows me away. Trustworthy. Tell me about the culture at Universal.
Yeah, I mean, 30 years in the making, right? Family-owned, veteran-owned, same name and ownership over the past 3 decades. We're so proud to be so rooted in Orlando, and we have offices in Jacksonville and Southwest Florida. But the honest approach, the integrity we carry, working transparently with insurance companies and homeowners alike. I mean, we approach roofing the way an honest company really should.
Trusted by some of the biggest sports teams in Florida as well.
That's right. That's right. We this past season we were the one of the partners with the Jacksonville Jaguars, which was awesome. They had a great season this year too. And then just coming next month, the XFL, the Orlando Guardians. We are the official roofer for the Orlando Guardians, so we're excited to go out to those games and see everybody there. So it'll be great.
A roof can be expensive. You created great programs to make this roof not cost prohibitive for me.
Yeah, I mean, last thing we're going to do is take food off people's plates to afford a roof. So we have a ton of flexible financing plans that just keeps things very liquid for homeowners, even if they don't want to use their own money, even if they have it at the time, so we offer that as well for every roof replacement.
I have this QR code on the screen right now. Get your phone out or go to their website, but the QR code will go directly to Justin and Corey, and literally you get 15% off. But guys, you're going to come to my house and tell me what I really need, honestly.
Absolutely. Yeah. Free inspection. First of all, it does cost nothing for us to come out. We're going to sit down with you, hear what you like about your roof, what you don't like about your roof, what problems you've had, and come up with a custom scope of work that makes sense for you.
Always a pleasure to see you both. There's only one company we trust when it comes to roofing. That is Universal Roof and Contracting.
Your debt does not have to control your life. You have the power to potentially lower or even eliminate your debt. I'm attorney Justin Clark. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your financial life.
Welcome back to the show. We continue to talk about winning. How do you win the deal when you're selling your house? Who better to ask than our good friend Elisha Lopez, Ocala Realty World. Great place to buy right now, Ocala. In fact, I have a QR code on the screen right now. All you have to do is take out your phone and Elisha will send you what deals are on the market in Ocala right this very moment. And housing is way less expensive there. A lot of people are leaving Orlando, going to Ocala because the prices are affordable. Elisha, welcome back. How are you? Good. I had an awesome time up there with you, by the way. We did our other show all about Ocala the other day. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for having us up. But let's talk about it. I'm selling my house. How do I win that deal? What should I be on the lookout for?
Everything is important.
Yeah.
The property being show ready, clean, not a lot of clutter, barely minimal repairs. Everything that really didn't matter in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Everything matters right now.
It sure does. I completely agree. How important do you think choosing the right agent or broker is to me selling my house the right way?
That's at the top of the list for sure. It's super important.
Yeah. Had such a good time in Ocala. Again, once I get to kind of an exit off of, is it 75 there, I'm transformed into the South. I feel like I'm in the South. I'm not in Florida anymore. I'm in a southern city in Ocala. It's so beautiful, so fun. Everyone is so nice. So nice meeting all your friends up there. How is Ocala different than, say, Miami or Orlando?
Lots of hills, lots of land, lots of horses, but just like properties are more spread out because I'm from Miami, the big city, where it's reach out and touch someone, and zero lot line, and the smallest lots in most areas of Ocala and Marion County are 1/4 acre, which is like living out on the middle of nowhere for most people.
It is. And people here are very frustrated with their homeowners associations because they have so much power, and I feel like they're getting worse. What is it like with HOAs in Ocala?
There aren't that many. A lot of the developments that are coming in with builders is now when we're starting to see it, but typically we don't. It's a lot of deed restrictions, which is good. It's just through zoning in the county, but to make sure that somebody doesn't park a work truck in their driveway to keep the integrity of a neighborhood, but not, you know, you can't, like, like the trees and the branches and the fence and the color and all that stuff, they're not that strict.
They're not going to hammer you on that stuff and send you letters and fine you. It's pretty wild what some of these HOAs are doing now. And then the price difference. The prices are significantly different when you compare Orlando to Ocala. How do they compare?
They're still almost 40% less than Orange County and the rest of Central Florida.
Yeah, and a great place to invest too. And again, if you're looking to invest in real estate, look at Ocala, look at Marion County, because there are some great deals on investment properties there that you can put on Airbnb and actually make money every month. And the QR code is right here. Elisha will directly connect you with these properties, whether you want to live there or whether you want to invest in Ocala. You got to check out these properties. It's pretty amazing. And someone was telling me we know about the World Equestrian Center bringing a lot of tourism to Ocala. Someone yesterday was telling me about some big swimming thing they have there. Have you ever heard of that?
Swimming.
I don't know. I don't know. He said his daughter, they have like this huge swimming complex there as well. The moral of the story is they're bringing so many things into Ocala that really is sparking tourism, making it a great place to invest in real estate.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's amazing. You're doing a great job, obviously. And look, Elisha will even tell you if you're looking to invest or buy a place, she can get you things that are not even on the market yet, that are about to come on the market, and you'll be the first to know. Just hit that QR code on the screen right now. Always a pleasure.
Thank
Good to see you. Thank you so much. Thanks to all of our guests today. To our wonderful crew, mostly thank you. See you again next week for more You Have Real Estate. You were complaining about your electricity bill, and I don't blame you. But the reason why your electricity bill is so high may be something you didn't know. Your windows, joined by my good buddy and the man over at Renewal by Anderson, Dan Brigman. Dan, it's just a fact. Bad windows, old windows, are killing people's electricity bill. Why is that?
100%. There's several main reasons, Justin. One is the technology. If you got old windows, they don't have up-to-date Energy Star technology. Number two, if you've got old windows, there's a lot of places windows can leak. Most folks didn't know that when the AC turns on, a suction is created in the house. Well, guess what? You're sucking in hot, warm air through the broken seals of the windows. And on top of that, we've got sun hitting and, of course, radiant heat leaving the house.
Special deal for you, actually. If you take out your phone, hit the QR code on the screen right now. I will connect you directly with Dan, who will offer you
a 12-month no-no and also a 24-month no-no. But the biggest is our 20% off offer that we have not had in quite some time. I didn't think we were going to have it before the end of the year. So.
Dan Brigman, excellent job as always. Here's how it works. Look, if you do the program where you pay for the windows over time, you're going to save money on your electricity bill, where it's all going to balance out. Windows for free, essentially. Do yourself a favor. Visit Renewal by Anderson today.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. If you've been threatened by the IRS and are feeling scared, call me now or visit youhavepower.com.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.